Welcome back to TheCastNReel. So we're bringing you two fish-specific lures. I live here in Wisconsin. Specifically, I live in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. There's a company that's made here in Wisconsin. Well, at least I believe they're assembled here in Wisconsin. A lot of their parts do come from China, but they do get their squirrel tails mostly from here in Wisconsin. We're bringing you a few lures made by a company called MEPPS. I'm sure you're familiar with MEPPS. For me, it's second nature. They're made here in Wisconsin, and you know what? They work. I live under a philosophy, and if it isn't broken, don't fix it. So I'm going to bring you a video on the MEPPS lures that I personally use and what I believe works. And again, this is a little bit fish specific. It's two fish to be exact. Basically, the lures that I'm going to show you are largemouth. Well, technically, scratch that. 3 fish. These lures that I use target largemouth bass. They target smallmouth bass, and they target northern. And first off, we'll start off with northern largemouth. That I seem to catch this one a lot on. This is one of my smaller lures. This is my number 2 MEPPS. This is a orange, yellow, and green, or I also call it my thin chartreuse, because chartreuse generally has a lot of these colors in it. This is a bright color. Northern love yellow tails. So do largemouth bass. I have caught more fish on this little number 2 MEPPS that happens to be orange, yellow, and green than any of the other lures that I have been using. And again, myself and Misfire, we've been fishing a lot in the last month to 3 months. We try to get out at least once, if not 4 times in a week. And because I do have a day job, so I work, and the last thing I want to do is sometimes I just want to come home and sit on my butt, so I go out fishing. So highly recommend this particular number 2 MEPPS, and they call it their long spoon MEPPS. Another one that works, surprisingly it works when it's closer to evening, is my Black Fury yellow number 3. Now, I haven't caught a whole lot of fish, but I have caught fish on these. No offense, but this is probably one of my least favorite. It does work. This one runs on a squirrel tail versus the other one's actually synthetic. This one, it does work, but this is more or less water specific. This one has to be relatively clear water in a certain type of day. So I do recommend it for the most part, but again, it is probably my least favorite that I use. But again, this particular one targets largemouth bass and smallmouth bass, honestly. My next one is my 3rd favorite. This is another Black Fury. This is my white number 4. This one was designed to target largemouth bass and northern. This one, I get more largemouth bass on this one than anything. And again, this is my number 4 MEPPS Black Fury. White tail, white and black body, weighted body, and the spoon is black and white dots. The fish, for some reason, especially largemouth, they do like this one a lot. But again, this one is daytime specific, or this is day specific. This one you want to use more in the evening because for some reason at night they seem to like the white tail. So again, this is good. You do occasionally catch the northern on these, but it's mostly largemouth bass for this one. Another one that northern largemouth bass absolutely hit frequently for me. Again, this is another MEPPS. This is a number 5. This is another Black Fury. Only this is orange. This is a totally solid orange body with a black and orange tail. And again, this is squirrel tail, not synthetic, with a black and orange spoon. This one, it may look a little big, but the northern actually like this one a lot. The one thing I noticed about MEPPS on a lot of their Black Furies, on a lot of their bigger ones, I believe. No, it's even on the number 4s. And it's on the number 3s. MEPPS used to paint these on. Now they just put a big sticker on it and call it a day. But whatever works. But yeah, this one, again, number 5, Black Fury, black and orange spoon, orange body, orange and black tail. Northern, love this one. Although I have caught a handful of largemouth with it, but for the most part, this is a good northern one because of the fact that it's huge. Now I'm bringing you another orange, yellow, and green. This is my number 5. This is another Agla. Just the larger version and the different shape spoon is this one. But they call this one the Agla. This one actually is a synthetic fur. Bright neon yellow body with orange, yellow, and green spoon. Again, this is my number 5. Northern and largemouth bass. They hit this one not nearly as much as my smallest one, or my smaller number 4, but they hit this one a lot too, just because of the bright color. Something about largemouth bass, and if it catches their eye, they will hit it every time. This one, generally I would run this during the day. This one's a good daytime. Even towards the evening, these do work even towards the evening because of the bright colors. Now, out of all these, one of my nighttime lures is, I gotta get this one cleaned. This is another MEPPS, this is another Agla. Yeah, Agla. This one is very simple. This one's a silver, or technically they consider it a white spoon, with a red and yellow body, not very bright, white and red tail. For some weird, off-the-wall reason, largemouth bass like this one at night. Harder to see at night, but they do like this one a lot more at night. So not much to say about it, but this one is another number 5. I run a lot of number 5s and number 4s. I won't go anything smaller than a 3 though, especially with the fish that we catch. So again, these are 3 fish specific, but mostly 2. We catch mostly largemouth and northern on these particular lures. So if you have any questions, concerns, comments about the MEPPS line that I just showed you, they have a wide variety. Most of the MEPPS work for pretty much any fish, but these are the ones that work for the fish that we've been catching lately. So again, if you have any questions, concerns, leave them at the bottom. Feel free to rate, feel free to subscribe to TheCastNReel. And again, this is just another video for you. As always, stay dry, and I'll catch you later.